I had always known that my parents favored my younger sister, Mia. It wasn't just favoritism, it was an unspoken rule in our family. She was the golden child, the one who could do no wrong. Meanwhile, I, the older sister, had spent my life living in her shadow. While I worked hard in school, earning straight A's and playing competitive volleyball, Mia was the cheerleader, the social butterfly, the one our parents cheered for the loudest. At every milestone in my life, her achievements seemed to eclipse mine. I graduated with honors. Mia won a cheerleading competition the same week. I got my first big job. Mia landed a modeling gig for a local boutique, and suddenly that was all my parents could talk about. I grew resentful, not toward Mia, but toward our parents. It wasn't her fault they put her on a pedestal, but it was hard not to feel like I was always second best. Over time, I learned to stop expecting their support. I became independent, distanced myself from my family, and tried to focus on my own happiness. That all changed when I met Jake. He made me realize that I wasn't just someone's backup plan. I mattered. He showed me love, respect, and the kind of unwavering support I had never received from my family. With him, I finally felt seen. When he proposed, I was overjoyed. It felt like, for the first time in my life, I had something that was truly mine, something no one could take away. Or so I thought. I had no idea that my own parents and sister would try to ruin it all. 8 months into our engagement, everything was going smoothly. We had set the date for October, booked the venue, and started planning our dream wedding. Mia was one of the first people I told, and to my surprise, she was genuinely excited. She even offered to help with the wedding planning. That's why I was completely blindsided when my mother called me one evening with an outrageous demand. "Honey, I need you to postpone your wedding," she said casually, as if she were asking me to reschedule a dentist appointment. I nearly dropped my phone. "What? Why?" "Mia is getting engaged," she announced, her voice full of pride. "And she wants to have a full year of celebrating. Engagement parties, social media announcements, everything. She deserves this moment, sweetheart. It wouldn't be fair for her to share the spotlight." I felt like the air had been knocked out of my lungs. "Are you serious? My wedding has been planned for months. Deposits have been paid. Why would I cancel everything just because Mia might get engaged?" Mom sighed as if I were being unreasonable. "Tom has been hinting at proposing. He's asked about her ring size, told her to buy a new dress. It's going to happen soon. And when it does, Mia wants all eyes on her. You've had your moment. Let her have hers." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "She's not even engaged yet, Mom. And even if she were, that's not a reason to cancel my wedding." "Well, if you don't postpone it, we're pulling. The money we promised for the venue." That was their final argument. Not a plea for family unity, not a compromise, just pure blackmail. I refused. In the heat of the moment, my anger got the best of me. I called Tom. "Hey, I need to tell you something," I said. I didn't plan on exposing Mia's secrets, but I couldn't keep quiet any longer. "Do you know that Mia has been texting her ex?" There was silence on the other end. "What are you talking about?" Tom asked. I told him everything. About the double date years ago, about the time I saw the message pop up on Mia's phone from a guy named Mike, asking if they could get back together. I remembered how she had brushed it off, telling me, "It's nothing. Tom doesn't need to know." Tom was eerily quiet. "Are you sure about this?" She told me she stopped talking to him. "But can you be sure?" The next day, Mia called. Me, screaming. Tom had confronted her, and when she refused to show him her phone, he broke up with her on the spot. "You ruined my life," she sobbed. "Tom was going to propose. Now he won't even talk to me." Our mother got on the phone next, her voice shaking with rage. "I hope you're happy. You destroyed your sister's happiness out of jealousy. You couldn't stand that she was finally getting the attention." That was when they made it clear. They were cutting me off. No more wedding support. No more family. And just like that, I lost everything. The backlash was immediate. My parents spread rumors throughout the family that I had ruined Mia's engagement on purpose. Relatives who once congratulated me on my upcoming wedding now refused to attend. How could you betray your own sister? An aunt scolded me over the phone. You should be ashamed. I was heartbroken. I wasn't the villain here. Mia was. She was the one who had cheated, who had lied. But in my parents' eyes, she was still the victim, and I was the one who had taken everything away from her. Then, Mia lost her job. Apparently, the news of her cheating had spread to her workplace, and she was let go. She called me, furious. I have nothing now. My fiancé is gone. My job is gone. You destroyed me. I had no words. Then the legal notice came, a letter from my parents' lawyer. They were threatening to sue me for slander and emotional distress. I was stunned. My own parents were trying to take me to court for telling the truth. I had enough. Jake and I invited my parents and Mia over. If they wanted to take me down, they would have to face the truth. I laid out all the evidence. Text messages, statements from friends who saw Mia cheating, even a letter from Tom explaining why he had left her. For the first time, my parents had no words. Mia's face was pale. My mother's lips trembled. My father looked furious, not at Mia, but at me. So what? He spat. You still had no right to ruin her life. She ruined it herself, I said. Silence. Then, finally, I stood up. Jake and I are getting married, with or without you. We don't need your money. We don't need your approval. And with that, I walked away. Jake and I scaled down our wedding plans, relying on the kindness of friends. Despite everything, we moved forward. My parents and Mia, they stayed true to their anger. They didn't come to the wedding. Neither did most of my family. But for the first time in my life, I felt free. I had spent years letting my family's approval dictate my worth. But not anymore. Some families are built on love. Others are built on control. I finally chose to walk away from the latter. And I have never been happier. Thank you then. Farewell. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And hit the notification bell to stay updated with more shocking real-life stories happening around you.